YouTube, what it do, tube, Down Home News TV, I'm Dre. And so the fun begins. Got an article from Raw Story. Blatant racism, Republican drag for calling Kamala Harris uninformed and lazy. Rep. Tenney? Republican Rep. Claudia Tenney called blowback on social media for invoking what many believe are racist tropes by describing the Democratic presidential nominee as a DEI hire. In addition to being uninformed and lazy during a Fox News interview Friday, an interview with the host Larry Kudlow, Tenney of New York, ridiculed Harris' cackle and horrible record, and laid into President Joe Biden for picking Harris as basically diversity, equity, and inclusion hire. He wanted to hire a black woman, Tenney said, but I think Trump needs to be careful here because I think we need to really focus on her record. GOP leaders have begged members to shy away from racist and sexist attacks on Harris, but that didn't deter Tenney from continuing her thinly veiled rebuke. The bottom line to me, Larry, is she's uninformed and lazy, Tenney said. I think the best attack at her is going to go at her substance because she doesn't have any. You scratch the surface with her, you get more surface. When social media users ripped into Tenney for the insult, they're not even using dog whistles anymore. This is just blatant racism. Racism doesn't sell with the majority of voters. They're going to find out, wrote at A to the Z Amber. It's amazing to think that racists were slightly more okay with liberal president just because he was a white guy named Joe. And this is part of the reason why Republicans are going to get crushed. They can't help themselves. Racism and misogyny is hard for them to control, wrote another ex-handler. Let's check out the video.
Be careful with Kamala Harris. She has a horrible record. She cackles. It's easy to meme her and make fun of her and have, make some, kind of attacks about her personality. But her real record is abysmal, as you pointed out, whether it's the illegal immigration, the failure to follow through, the fact that, Joe Biden blatantly stated that he hired Kamala Harris because she was basically a diversity, equity, and inclusion hire. He wanted to hire a black woman or a minority woman. But, look, every woman feels that way. You want to make sure that you are not that diversity hire. I know that's how I've always felt when I was the first partner in my law firm, all those things. I was like, but I think Trump needs to be careful here because we need to really focus on her record. And I think it's important because her record is terrible.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? I know Biden touts how he put the first black Supreme Court justice, or appointed the first. But do y'all think it's really about their ethnicity, gender? Or do you think it's actually because they were the more qualified person at the time? I guess the world may never know. Down Home News TV, I'm Dre. Have a good one.